All right, friends, it is another big old box. Actually, this is a little bit larger of a box that has a print than we normally have. But here's a theory with this. I shared with you last week that I had ordered quite a handful of new prints, and from companies that you folks had recommended to us during the last year. Now, some of the companies I ordered multiple prints from, and I try to get these packaged in separate boxes, so therefore I don't open them all in one single go, which I'm guessing is what didn't happen with this one here. So this one is not a single print. If it is, that is one big ass print. But I'm doubtful. I'm pretty sure it is a single print. But let me get you up to speed as far as what is going to happen here. If this is your first video of this nature that you're going to be watching on the channel here, you see, over the last 5 years, we have had a series of videos like this that break down canvas print reviews, metal print reviews, acrylic print reviews, and so forth. So this was our answer, because many of you go to Google and you type in, looking for the best print of various natures and so forth, and you're often left confused because a lot of the reviews out there, these people have never even touched a single print from that particular company. All they're doing is just taking regurgitated marketing photos from the particular companies and putting up affiliate links and all that other fun stuff. But so we do it a little bit different here. Now, as I crack this thing open, I'm going to share with you literally A to Z, from the packaging, from the print itself, the ink quality, the frame, A to Z. So with that said, if you decide to go out there and spend your hard-earned money to pick up a print from BumbleJax, well, you're going to have a good idea as far as what your print is going to get you. So normally what I will say is you may agree with me. What I have to say, you may not. I got it right that time. Ultimately, if we can get it straight, if you go out there and spend your hard-earned money, you have a better heads up as far as what your dollar is going to get you. I'm going to keep that there because we may need that. Let's bring this up here. Alrighty, so this is all right. Again, I can see I know there's multiple prints in here because this thing is super heavy. But we can see we have some very thick corrugated paper here, which is interesting. I've not seen this before. Okay. All right, so, crud. So all the prints are actually taped together. Okay, so what we're going to do here is let me take this. That looks like multiple prints. I'm going to set that side right there. Man, I have a piece of hair stuck to my head. All right, so we can see the print itself, which is in bubble wrap, which we'll get to that in a moment, has a ton of these things in here kind of wrapped around it, which, again, I've not seen this before. So it's like, yeah, interesting. A bunch of those. The box is, I wouldn't say it's heavy duty, but it necessarily doesn't need to be with this sort of packaging right here. So the importance with this here is the more that a print shop can keep your print kind of secure from shuffling around, especially it's most important when you have a canvas print that's being shipped, because the canvas print, as it's shuffling along and so forth, you can get some white spots from it kind of shimmying inside the box. So the more secure it is, and also more importantly from impacts and so forth, obviously, not to be Captain Obvious, is going to be better for your print. So I'm going to get this big ass box over there. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to carefully, this is going to be interesting because there's clearly two prints here. So I don't know whether it's going to be a metal print. I think what we'll do is whichever one's the metal print, we'll do that one first, because I think this particular company, I think there was a acrylic print with that. So as we can see here, these prints, which are taped together, have these bubble pops bubble pops. Yeah, I didn't get it right. I didn't think about what my son calls these things. What are these, Caleb?
Poppets.
Yeah, you have a whole sheet of poppets. But anyways, it is, I'm guessing there's about 2 layers around that. Okay. Bubble pops. Yeah, it's funny. the last handful of videos, it doesn't get old sharing that video from my son from another number of years back. If you're a parent, you're gonna get it. You get that awe. You know, the kids. I remember when I was younger, you hear parents or older people saying, "They grow up so fast," and you take that for granted. And once you become a parent, you start realizing how true it is. Anyway, going back to this here, we can see we had 2 layers of these large bubble pops wrapped around the prints there. Okay, so let's figure out how we can do this. Then we have them. Okay. Okay, we're going to go with this one here first. So we're going to put that down there. Put this right here. And speaking of the little monster, so what's funny is these were ordered some time ago, and I forgot what photos that I uploaded onto these companies. Anyways, as we can see here, we have another wrap of foam going around this, which is to protect it against the face of that one, which incidentally does have another coating of foam on it as well. So let's pull this out. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. Wow. That is a handful of color. I don't know why I said a handful of color, but I'm going to own it. This was actually taken a couple months ago. Caleb and I, this is obviously my son here, we went down to San Diego for something, and then we were making our way back, and there was a beautiful sunset, and we went to play on the beach for a couple hours. And this is Caleb as the sun just dropped down, and as you can see there, it was amazing colors. But let's take a look at this here first. And one of the reasons why, again, that I like to send in photos when I'm reviewing prints that have large areas is because, again, if a print head or this or that is not cleaned properly or is not calibrated properly, or just have some general wonkiness going on, you can generally get some artifacts that may show into the print itself. And wow, you know, what I'm looking at here is there's just amazing. Wow. There's just a quite an extraordinary amount of gloss on this, which is a very good thing. It looks, you know, I said this a while back when I was referring to a print. You know, there's so much depth in the color, you can almost fall into it. And that's what we're seeing right here. The sharpness is absolutely amazing. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just scanning through the photo. I'm looking for things that I like. I'm trying to find things that I don't like so I can report them to you. I don't see any evidence, at least from the eye and so forth, of any noise. The colors look absolutely amazing. Interesting. Wow, that looks really nice. Now let's flip this over on the back side here. Oh, interesting. Let's take a look at what they strapped to the bottom of this here. Yeah. Now this is a first. So this is a cleaning solution, I presume, and a white little, which is great because I'm constantly getting my grubby mitts all over it. That is a first. I've not seen a single company that sends off, I don't know why I smelled it, but whatever. I've never seen a company that has sent off anything like this. That is a nice touch. As I've said many times in the past before, not as many as I would like, is when you see something like that, that is like a chocolate at a turn down service in a nice hotel. It's something that catches you off guard and is appreciated. That, BumbleJax, was a very nice touch. Okay, so now let's take a look at the frame on here. We have a heavier than normal, which is another good thing. Cable going across to hang this right here. Now the frame, let's see. Now I've said this in the past before with metal frames. These, I'm looking at the joints right now to see how well they are butted up together, because unlike wood is a little bit more forgivable. If your jig's off a little bit or you get a bad cut, you can sand it a little bit, kind of make it fit where it doesn't look bad. Metal, not the same. And so oops. Okay, so on the frame, there is just, now this is a mild thing, which I'm not sure if it's going to show or not. There is just make sure the camera's not picking up on my face. There's a little mark right there on the frame, and there's another one right here. And to me, it almost looks like either a clamp or like a tape when all this metal was being held together and it wasn't rubbed off. A very minor thing, but again, I'm sharing with you guys literally A to Z. And other than that, the back looks fantastic. Let's measure to see if this is plumb in the center or not. Okay, this is pretty darn close. This side over on the left-hand side was just like a 64th of an inch. I mean, it's really, really minor, slightly down. This side right here was slightly down a little bit. But other than that, again, and it says, attention, do not hang prints directly above sleeping areas or people will be hurt if print falls off the wall for any reason, including an event as an earthquake or due to malfunction of the hanging hardware. Again, that's another I've not seen on a single print. I've reviewed a lot of prints over the years. I've never seen a warning like that before. Again, pretty cool stuff that they're doing. They're zigging while others are zagging. I really like that in a company. I think these guys have been around. If memory serves me correct, this company's been around for like 30 years. So they've been there, done that. And yeah, this print represents that. This is actually pretty impressive. Let's take a look at the scorecard for BumbleJax. And boom, just like that. BumbleJax did a great job. You know what? From the first time, it's funny because we were at intermission there for a moment, take a look at the scorecard. I was like, man, I have a lot of very large prints throughout my office and home and so forth. And even on the larger prints, never ever have I seen something like this. It's the little things that really add up.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
And then, of course, the little warning down on the bottom here I thought was a nice touch, though Darwin would be stepping in and saying, yeah, you know what, that should be something obvious, but still, it's a nice touch, zigging while others are zagging. Now, I did go back, and because this was, again, when I ordered all of these prints a handful of months back and so forth, I just kind of ordered random prints and so forth to try out different companies and so forth. And I went back to my notes here. So this is, if you want to duplicate this print right here, this is their Chrome Lux. It's an 18 by 24. It does have the gloss finish. So which earlier, as I was admiring this enormous gloss that this thing has here. So I was reminded in my receipt here. So this is the gloss finish, and this is a full aluminum subframe on the back of this thing here. But yeah, these guys did a home run. Now, if you want to see other reviews that we've done and so forth, leave a comment below or send us a message, whichever is convenient for you. Or if you have questions about this particular print itself, boy, that looks absolutely beautiful. You know, I do so many reviews. Long time ago, I lost real estate on my walls to hang up the prints and so forth. Usually what I do is after I do the reviews and so forth, I toss the prints. This one right here, I'm going to find a home for it because this looks absolutely stunning. But anyways, as I said a moment ago, if there's a company that you want us to test out or you have questions about and so forth, again, let us know in the comments below or send us a message and so forth. But friends, that is it for today. So you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.